Good day, class. This is the continuation of our topic last meeting. Our topic is all about perform aftercare activities for tools, equipment, and paraphernalia in caregiving. In this lesson, you will study how to perform aftercare activities for tools, equipment, and paraphernalia. With that, we will study how to clean, store, check tools, equipment, and paraphernalia regularly for orderliness or tidiness and carry out routine maintenance as per standard operating procedure or what we call SOP. Cleaning, caring for, and storing tools, equipment, and paraphernalia are tasks that all caregivers shall undertake. It is not easy to do this, but with the concern for the people and environment where one works for, doing them seems to be motivating. As a future caregiver, you should be aware that this job entails dependability on your part. It is your duty to ensure that all tools, equipment, and paraphernalia are clean and stored properly. In addition, it is your task to observe a maintenance schedule for this. This involves doing the preservation yourself by using the equipment as it should be. Of course, part of this important job is to call and arrange for a repair service not only when needed, but when the timetable is set. Maintaining tools, equipment, and paraphernalia becomes worthy of note because of the satisfaction a caregiver feels when he or she realizes the valuable benefits of the responsibility. Dapat panatilihin natin safe lagi yung mga gagamitin nating aparatus para iwas aksidente. Next, we have here caring for tools, equipment, and paraphernalia. In dealing with tools, equipment, and paraphernalia, attention to details is the best means to prevent future problems from happening. It is a must, therefore, that tools, equipment, and paraphernalia are properly cleaned and stored after usage. In addition, a maintenance schedule should be in a place to make sure that they will operate efficiently. Pagkatapos mo dapat gamitin yung mga ginamit mong tools, equipment, and paraphernalia, dapat tinisin mo ito bago ilagay sa may lalagyanan. At make it sure na gumagana ito ng maayos. Another advice for future caregiver, it will be your advantage if you check them daily to help avoid jams, leakage, or breakdowns. It is, of course, necessary that you follow the usage and maintenance instruction from the manufacturer. It would be wise also to keep the same from future reference. Now, it is time for you to get going and walk your way through the following steps that you must carry out to ensure that your tools, equipment, and paraphernalia will work properly. Kapag bumibili ka ng aparatus, dapat tingnan mo lagi at basahin mo lagi yung mga nakasulat sa manual para iwas disgrasya. First, we have here cleaning the blender. Number 1 step, clean the panel and blender lid with liquid soap and water. Rinse well with water and use a clean towel to dry them. Kapag hininisan mo yung blender, kailangan ng liquid soap at tubig upang mahugasan ng maigi. Gumamit ng dry na towel. Number 2, put about 3/4 hot of water into the blender jar and squeeze a small amount of this soap, about 1/2 teaspoon. You might want to add a tablespoon of baking soda to the water also to remove odor and stains. This will also aid in loosening top of food particles. Kapag natapos mo na itong linisan, pwede mo ring lagyan ng tubig at baking soda at paghaluin mo ito sa tubig para matanggal yung mga amoy at mga natitira pang food particles sa blender. Number 3 step in cleaning the blender. You need to turn on the blender and let it run at high speed for about 20 seconds. Doing this work well to get the blender clean. Number 4, if there are really sticky and dried messes in your blender, repeat the second and third step a few times until the mess dissolves. Number 5, you need to rinse well the jar with hot water and towel dry carefully, or you may turn it upside down on a clean, dry towel or a dish strainer to air dry. Pagkatapos mo na yung step 2, pwede mo na tong i-turn on within 20 seconds. At kapag may nakita ka pang maduduming food particles nito, gawin mo lamang ulit yung step 2 at step 3 para matanggal yung mga natitira pang food particles. Then in number 5, kailangan mo tong hugasan ng mainit na tubig at gumamit ka ng towel pan, dry o pwede mo tong itaob na lang. The number steps in cleaning a blender. If your blade assembly is removable, remove it and rinse it with hot water. Wipe it with a clean towel. Make sure that it is completely dry. Of course, you have to be very careful when doing this so that you will not cut yourself while drying the blades. Number 7, remove the dirt and of a steel-based blender with glass cleaner or a mixture of half vinegar and half water placed in a spray bottle. All you have to do is spray it on and wipe with a soft cloth. Kapag yung blender mo is removable yung blade niya, be careful lang sa paghuhugas kasi matalim ito. Kapag natanggal mo na, pwede ka nang gumamit ng suka at tubig. Paghaluin mo lang ito at ilagay sa spray bottle. Dapat, katapos na nun, kumuha ka ng malambot na towel pamunas sa mismong blade nito. Number 8 is steps in cleaning the blender. If your blender base is plastic, you can use a damp soapy rag or an all-purpose kitchen spray cleaner or a mixture of baking soda and water. Number 9, it is acceptable to use a damp rag to wipe the electric cord also, but you have to be sure to unplug the base first. In addition, be sure not to get electric plug wet. Number 10, it is important that you wipe the countertop where the blender is placed. Number 11, protect the blender with a fabric cover. Kapag pinunasan mo man yung cord nito, dapat tingnan mo kung nakatanggal na sa may saksakan. At make it sure na hindi ito basa kapag sinaksak mo para hindi ka makukuryente. Next, we have here cleaning and storing food tongs. Number 1, wash food tongs as soon as you are finished using it to prevent food particles from sticking to it. Number 2, wipe it dry with a clean cloth. Number 3, since you will frequently use the food tongs, store it inside a kitchen cabinet or drawer. Kapag natapos mo na ang gamitin yung food tongs, dapat linisan mo ito maigi. At pwede mo na rin punasan pagkatapos mong hugasan, ilagay na sa may drawer. Next, we have cleaning and storing microwave oven. The first step is unplug the microwave oven. Tanggalin mo muna ito sa may saksakan bago mo linisin. Number 2, in a microwave safe bowl, mix 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of vinegar. Pwedeng white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, kahit ano pang klaseng suka ito. Put the bowl inside the oven and cook on high for about 2 minutes. Okay, ilagay mo na yung prepare mong suka at tubig sa loob ng microwave para matanggal yung mga natitirang dumi at amoy. Number 3, steps in cleaning the microwave. You have to remove the bowl from the oven. As you open the oven, be careful because steam will be coming out. Also, the bowl will be most likely very hot. Kapag tinanggal mo na yung bowl na nilagay mo kanina, wag mong hayaan na mapapasok ka. Gumamit ka ng pot holder dapat. Then number 4, remove the splattered grease and put inside the oven using a sponge. Pagkatapos mo nang tanggalin yon, pwede mo nang linisan gamit ang sponge. Number 5 is steps in cleaning the microwave. You need to wipe the outside of the oven with water and mild detergent. Number 6, wipe the oven dry with a clean cloth. Number 7, it is important that you wipe the countertop where the oven is placed. Number 8, protect the oven with a fabric cover. Pagkatapos mo nang gawin yung step 1 to 4, pwede mo nang punasan yung labas nito gamit ang tubig at sabon. At pagkatapos nyan, pwede mo na tong punasan gamit ng malinis na tela. Next, we have cleaning and iron. Ang planchang ito is yung nilalagyan ng tubig. Number 1, we have to clean the iron for steam iron. If your iron automatically decals water using a replaceable filter, you just have to make sure to replace your filter on a recommended schedule. Some irons may need to be descaled manually. Mix 1 part of water and 1 part of vinegar and pour it into the water chamber of the iron. The iron will steam out this solution, then repeat the process this time with plain water. Okay, yung pinaghalo mong suka at tubig kanina, pwede mo nang ilagay sa lalagyan niya. At pagkatapos nun, pag okay na siya, pwede mo nang ulitin ng gamit ang malinis na tubig hanggang sa malinisan yung loob nito. Number 2 steps in cleaning the iron. Clean non-coated salt plates. Use baking soda or metal polish cleaner to clean the salt plate. Use extra fine steel wool for plates that need extra help. However, this should only be done as a last resort. Kung yung planchang yan, ganyan yung gamit ninyo sa bahay ninyo, at nakasunog kayo at may madumikit na parte ng tela na hindi matanggal-tanggal, gumamit lang kayo ng steel wool para matanggal ito. Ang paglilinis nito, dapat may gamit kang baking soda or metal polish cleaner para always shiny yung likod nito. Number 3 steps in cleaning iron. Clean non-stick salt plates. For non-stick coated iron, clean with a soap cloth, warm water, and mild detergent. Always wait until your iron is completely cool and unplugged before cleaning it. Never use an abrasive cleaner because it will wear away the coating on your iron. Kapag may ganito kayong plancha sa bahay ninyo, or kahit ano pang klaseng steel na plancha, gumamit lang kayo ng malalambot na tela at maligamgam na tubig na may sabon. At make it sure na kapag hinugasan mo to or lininisan mo, kailangan mapalamig mo muna ito at natanggal na sa saksakan para iwas kuryente at hindi ka mapapaso. Next, we have cleaning and storing ironing board. Number 1, remove the ironing board cover and pad. Tanggalin mo muna yung cover nito. Number 2, wipe the entire ironing board down with the damp cloth. Since most ironing board are made of metal, be sure to dry the board thoroughly to prevent rust. Para matanggal yung mga dumi or saka yung iwas kalawang, dapat punasan mo to maigi, lalo na kapag yung plancha na ginagamit niyo is made of metal. Number 3, spot clean the ironing board cover with a slightly damp cloth. Most ironing board covers are coated with a scratch and stains protect, so cleaning should be easy. Number 4 steps in cleaning and storing ironing board. You have to replace the ironing board's cover by stretching it evenly on top of the ironing board and making sure it doesn't form any wrinkles that could leave marks on clothes. Be sure the surface of the ironing board is completely dry before reattaching the pad and cover. Number 5, fold the ironing board and store in a place where it will be safe from bumping and falling. Pagkatapos mo nang malinisan ito, pwede mo nang ilagay ulit yung telang tinanggal mo kanina. And then you can fold it now at lagay sa mayong lalagyan para hindi ito matumba. Next, we have cleaning and caring for washing machine. Number 1 step, wipe the top, front, and side of the washing machine with a spray cleaner and paper towel. Number 2, wipe the underside of the lid with a spray cleaner and a couple of paper towels. Number 3, it is time to clean a basin or the container of the washer. Fill it with hot water, 2 cups of lemon or lime juice for rust problem, or 2 cups of vinegar for odors problem. If problems are present, you have to run a cycle of each. Okay, pagkatapos mo na itong ginamit, pwede mo nang punasan yung harap, sa side niya, at saka sa taas. Pagkatapos naman mapunasan, pwede kang maglagay ng maligamgam na tubig or mainit na tubig na may halong lemon juice. Pwede rin kalamansi ang ilagay mo dito para matanggal yung kalawang. Number 4 is steps in cleaning washing machine. For the second time, fill the washer with hot water on the largest load setting. Put 2 cups of bleach to the water to help in removing stains. Run a wash and rinse cycle. Number 5, fill the washer with plain water and run one more cycle to rinse away any residue. Number 6, clean the bleach dispensers by soaking it in a bucket of warm water. When the buildup has loosened, remove the dispenser from the pad and place on a paper towel. Wipe away any remaining dirt with the use of spray cleaner and paper towels. Dry the dispenser and return to the original place in the machine. Pagkatapos mo nang gawin yung step 1 and 3, pwede ka nang maglagay ng 2 cups of bleach na may halong tubig para matanggal yung mga mancha. And then in number 5, pwede ka nang gumamit ng plain water para hugasan. Then in number 6, pagkatapos mo ng hugasan, gumamit ka ng spray cleaner and paper towel para madry yung nasa loob nito. At pwede mo nang ibalik sa original yung washing machine. 7. Clean the outside of the hoses with a cloth and spray cleaner. Number 8. When the washer has completely dried, place its lid back. Mop the floor, especially the portion where the washer stands. Pagkatapos mo nang ma-dried yung loob at labas niya, isunod mo naman yung hose na punasan ng tela gamit ang spray cleaner. Then in number 8, kapag as in tapos na napunasan at na-dried mo na talaga lahat, isunod mo naman kung saan ka parte naglaba, i-map mo yon para hindi ka madisgrasya. Next, we have cleaning and storing sterilizer. Number 1, remove the racks of the sterilizer. Wipe the interior with a clean damp sponge. Number 2, put 1 cup of white vinegar into the sterilizer. Number 3, turn on the sterilizer and allow it to run through its cycle. When the cycle is done, unplug the sterilizer and allow it to cool down. Then pour any remaining liquid down the sink. Number 4, wash the interior well with cool water and use a clean sponge to remove any build-up that came loose as a result of the cleaning process. Pagkatapos mo nang gamitin ito, pwede mong tanggalin yung racks or yung patungan ng mga bottle at chupon at punasan ng malinis na sponge at maglagay ng 1 tasang suka sa loob ng sterilizer at pwede mo na itong i-turn on at hayaan lang na kumulo. Then pagkatapos mo nang gamitin ito, pwede mo nang i-unplug at palamigin at lagyan din ng tubig. Then pagkatapos mo nang nalagyan ng tubig, pwede mo nang hugasan yung loob nito ng malamig na tubig gamit ang sponge para matanggal yung mga natitira pang dumi. Number 5, plug again the sterilizer and add the regular amount of water you use for normal sterilization. Run a cycle with just this water. This will remove the remaining traces of vinegar from the unit. Pagkatapos mo na yung step 1 to 4, pwede mo nang isaksak ulit ito at lagyan ng normal na tubig na ginagamit mo. And then hayaan mo lang ito na kumulo para matanggal yung mga ginamit mong or inilagay mo kaninang suka. And then unplug the sterilizer, let it cool down, and then pour any remaining liquid down the sink. Rinse the sterilizer one last time with cool water and a sponge. Put back the racks inside the sterilizer. Then pagkatapos mo na yun, pwede mong tanggalin sa may saksakan. And then, hugasan mo na ito ng malamig na tubig gamit ang sponge. At pwede mo na ring ilagay yung tinanggal mo kanina na rocks or yung mga patungan ng bottle at tubon. Then number 7, when the sterilizer has cooled down completely, place it in a kitchen cabinet. Kapag okay na to, kapag malinis yung sa loob niya at pati yung labas, pwede mo nang ilagay sa may lalagyan or else sa kitchen cabinet kung saan mo pinapatong yang or nilalagay yung sterilizer. Next, we have cleaning and storing sphygmomanometer. Number 1, you may clean the aneroid gauge valve and inflation valve by wiping with slightly damp clothes or alcohol pad. Okay, kapag lininisan mo na ito, pwede ka nang gumamit ng damp clothes or alcohol pad. Number 2, integrated one-piece cup. You may safely clean the cups with a damp cloth. Okay, yung damp cloth dapat is pwedeng 70% alcohol or 0.5% bleach solution may be used. O di kaya, wash in warm water. Okay, yung water dapat is 140 degree Fahrenheit or 60 degree Celsius maximum lang yung init dito with mild detergent. Before laundering the cuff, bagong daw labhan itong cuff niya. Then, number 1, take off the inflation valve and valve from the cuff. Okay, i-turn off mo muna yung valve and valve. Then, number 2, make sure to close off the end of the tubing with tube plug accessory. Then, dapat make sure mo na naka-close lang yung tubing tube niya kung ito ay naka-plug or naka-unplug pa sa mismong cuff. Then, number 3, also close off the cuff port. Okay, hindi lang yung valve and valve ang i-close mo. Dapat pati yung cuff port niya. Next, we have laundering the cuff. Okay, habang nilalaba mo na to. Then, number 1, when using a washing machine, kapag gumamit ka ng washing machine, use gentle cycle warm water and mild detergent. Gumamit ka lang ng yung mga hindi dapat matapang na sabon. At lagyan mo ng warm water para matanggal yung mga mikrobyo. Labhan mo lang ito ng gentle, hindi yung over kuskus ang pag mo kasi masisira yung tela nito. Then number 2, completely air dry the cuff and reassemble the components. Then pamagain mo na to. Pwede mo nang i-dry gamit ang araw. And then pagkatapos ng mamaga, pwede mo na tong i-assemble ulit. Then, number 3, keep the unit in its protective case after cleaning or using. Katapos mo nang nalabhan, na-dry, pwede mo nang ilagay sa may naka-assign na case or lalagyanan nito para sa next na gagamitin mo ito, malinis na at ready to use na rin. Okay, next, we have cleaning and storing stethoscope. Number 1, if you need to disinfect your stethoscope, kapag dilinisan mo na to, pwede mo nang punasan ng alcohol. Pero dapat yung gagamitin mong alcohol is 70% isopropyl alcohol solution. Number 2, wipe down stethoscope starting at the earpiece. Okay, punasan mo ito, umpisan mo sa may earpiece niya, which helps prevent para maiwasan yung infection, lalo na hindi lang ikaw yung gumagamit ng stethoscope. Continuing down the tubing and around the bell and diaphragm. Take the diaphragm apart to remove dust, lint or debris and clean it well before reassembling it. Bago mo man ito i-assemble uli, dapat tanggal lahat ng dumi. Number 3, store the unit in its protective case after using. Pagkatapos mo nang nilinisan, pwede mo na itong ilagay sa nakalaan na case na lalagyan ng stethoscope. Next, we have cleaning and storing thermometer. Number 1, clean the tip of the thermometer by using isopropyl alcohol and water. Number 2, wipe away any lubricant from the digital thermometer with a tissue or paper towel. Number 3, store the unit in some protective case when you don't use it. Kapag lilinisan mo to, yung tip niya, gumamit lang ng alcohol at tubig. Then, pwede mo na itong punasan gamit ang tissue or paper towel. Pagkatapos mo ng linisan, pwede mo nang ilagay sa protective case. Next, we have cleaning and storing an electric knife. Number 1, turn off and unplug the electric knife. Pwede mo nang i-off yung electric knife at tanggalin yung saksakan. Number 2, detach the cord from the knife. If the cord is not detachable, you have to be more careful so that the cord does not get wet. Wash the blade with water and detergent. Kapag yung cord and knife is natatanggal, tanggalin mo ito. Pero kapag hindi naman, make it sure na yung cord ay hindi mabawasak. Kasi pag sinaksak mo ito na basa, makukuryente ka talaga. Then, ang gagamitin mong panghugas lamang is tubig at sabon. Number 3, rinse the blade well and wipe with a clean cloth. Okay, may blade ito, hugasan mo lang ng husto at punasan maigi ng malinis na tela. Then, wipe the exterior with a damp cloth followed by a dry one. 4, place the knife inside its back and store in a kitchen cabinet. Pagkatapos mo ng linisan, pwede mo nang ilagay sa box at sa cabinet. That's all our topic for today, class. Thank you for watching and listening. God bless and take care always. Your quiz must be posted in your GC.